students, in this session we are going to continue the exercise 21.1 in which we are going to find out the area of the shaded region. Alright, so in the last class we had discussed that if you have a curve, right, and let's suppose that this is your curve and that is your shaded area, so you need to integrate the equation of the curve and put the limits, that is your lower limit and this is my upper limit, right? But if you have a scenario in which the curve lies on the y-axis, that in this scenario, and that is your shaded region, in this scenario the first step that your equation must be in terms of x, or you can say that x should be the subject of your equation, and after that you need to apply limits for the y-axis, that is my lower limit and that is my upper limit. These are two cases. It depends on the question whether the shaded region lies on the x-axis or it's on the y-axis, right? We had discussed the question with this example in the last session. In today's session we are going to continue from question number 9, which says that diagram shows part of the curve y equals to x square and of the line x plus y equals to 6. So you have two equation of curve and equation of line. Calculate the area of the shaded region. Alright. So first thing, if I talk about the curve, the equation we have is y equals to x squared. For the first step, we need to find out the area under the curve. Alright, we need to find out the area under the curve till the limit of 2. Alright, so that means we are going to find the area of this portion, right? This one. So give it a try by yourself first. You have a time of 90 seconds and then I will tell you the correct answer. So start. Alright, so when you integrate it, it will be equals to x cube divided by 3. You have a limits from 0 to 2. So the upper limit is 8 divided by 3 because 2 cube is 8 and the lower limit will be 0. So that is the area under the curve. Alright, now I'm going to working on equation of line we have, right? It says x plus y equals to 6, y equals to 6 minus x. Similarly, we need to integrate this equation as well. So when you integrate it, it will be 6x minus x squared divided by 2, and the limits we have, it's same, it's from 0 to 2. Alright, so when I'm going to apply the upper limit, it will be 6 2s are 12 minus 2 square 4 and 4 divided by 2 leads to 2 and the lower limit will be 0. So 12 minus 2, it's 10. Alright, now if I need to shade the region of area under the line, so this area we had find out, right? Area under the line. We need to find out the area, this one only, right? So for that area, we need to subtract the area of the curve from area of line. So area of line is 10 minus area of the curve, it's 8 divided by 3. So when you take LCM, 3 tens are 30 minus 8, it leads to 22 divided by 3, and that is your answer. Alright, so first you need to write down the solution in your copy, and for that part you have a time of 2 minutes, and then I will start the next one. So start. Alright, done. Moving on towards the next one. It's question number 10, and there are 4 parts in this question. Alright, A, B, C, D. So we are going to start with part C here, this one. It says that the equation we have, it's parts x is equals to 2y and 2 minus y. Alright, you need to integrate it, and if you observe that you don't have the value of the coordinates p right now, right? And if you don't have the coordinates of p, that means you don't know the points for limits here. But we know that p lies on the y-axis, and if a point lie on the y-axis, that means the x coordinate is 0, but we need to find out the value of y coordinate. You have the equation of the curve as well, and on that curve you can see that p lies on the curve. Alright, so for p you need to place the value of x to 0 and find out the value of y. So if I place x equals to 0, that will be 2y and 2 minus y. 2y shift on the right side, 0 equals to 2 minus y, left side, sorry, and y is equals to 2. If you have the coordinates of p, it's 0, 2. Alright, once you have the coordinates, then now you need to integrate the function and then place your limits here. And for that part, you need to give it a try. First, you need to multiply the brackets before integration, and you have a time of 3 minutes to attempt this part, and then I will tell you the correct answer. So start. All right. So firstly, I need to multiply the equation. So that will be 4y minus 2y square, right? X is already the subject. So just we need to integrate the equation. The integral of 4y, it will be 4y square divided by 2 minus 2y cube divided by 3. And the limits we have, it's from 0 to 2. If we simplify it, so 2 ones are 2 and 2 twos are 4. So in the numerator we have 2y square minus 2y cube divided by 3, and the limits we have, it's from 0 to 2. When I'm going to apply a limit here, so upper limit it's 2 and 2 square it's 4 minus 2 cube it's 8 divided by 3. Alright, after that it will be 8 minus 16 divided by 3. If you take LCM, it's 3 8 are 24 minus 16. So 24 minus 16 it's 8 divided by 3. Alright, so that is your answer. That is for part C. And for homework you need to attempt part A of the same question. Now part D we are going to attempt next. Alright, so for part D, the good thing is the point is already known here, right? The point is already known, and we have the equation x is equals to y and y minus 2. Alright now, so first we need to solve the equation. So it's x is equals to y square minus 2y. Now if you observe these two parts here, for this part of the curve I can say that the shaded region is on the positive side of x, right? So it is on the positive side of x-axis. But if you observe this region here, so it lies on the negative side of your x-axis. That means now for this part we need to multiply your equation by a negative sign. Why we are multiplying with the negative sign? Because of shaded region. So now the equation will be x is equals to 2y minus y square, and it is ready to integrate now. When you integrate, so it will be 2y square divided by 2 minus y cube divided by 3, and the limits we have, it's from 0 till 2, right? Alright, so if you simplify, so 2 and 2 cancel, so the leftover part is y square minus y cube divided by 3, and limits from 0 to 2. We are going to place limits here. So 2 square is 4 minus 2 cube, it's 8 divided by 3, and the lower limit is 0. Taking LCM, that is 3 4s are 12, 12 minus 8, it leads to 4 divided by 3, and that is your answer. Now you need to write down the solution in your copy, and you have a time of 90 seconds, so start. Alright, then after part D, we are going to attempt part B here. Alright, that is your part B. So it's y equals to x cube and you have the shaded region. So give it a try first and you have a time of 2 minutes and then I will explain. So start. Alright class, so when you are attempting part B, the first thing we need to highlight here that the shaded region cuts the y-axis, right, not the x-axis. And for such type of questions, x should be the subject. So currently the equation we have, it's y equals to x cube. Who is the subject here, x or y? Currently it's y, right? So if you make x the subject, you need to apply cube root on both sides, right? And the benefit of cube root, now it's x equals to cube root of y, and if you write in index form, so x equals to y to the power 1 divided by 3. Alright, I hope that you have done the same. Now you have your equation that x equals to y to the power 1 upon 3, and now it is ready to integrate. X equals to y to the power 1 upon 3. When you integrate, so the power will be 1 upon 3 plus 1. And 1 upon 3 plus 1 equals to, taking LCM, it will be 1 plus 3 leads to 4 upon 3. That means the total power divided by 4 upon 3, and the limits we have, it's from 1 to 8. So now it's y to the power 4 upon 3 multiplies with 3 upon 4. That 4 upon 3 solves to 3 upon 4 and the limits is 1 to 8. So 3 upon 4 outside the bracket. When you apply the upper limit, that is 8 to the power 4 upon 3 minus 1 to the power 4 upon 3. Right? We need to solve this one. So what is 8 actually? 8 is 2 to the power cube and the whole power is 4 upon 3 minus any power with 1 is equals to 1. So 3 upon 4. Alright, now 3 and 3 cancel. So 2 to the power 4 is what? 2, 16. So it's 16 minus 1. That leads to 3 upon 4. 16 minus 1 it's 15. 15 3s are 45 divided by 4, and that is your answer. All right, clear? So what you need to understand here, that whenever you have such cases in which the shaded region lies or on the y-axis, so make sure that x is the subject of this equation, and the limits we are going to place in this scenario is in terms of y always. All right. So these are the important and very short things we need to remember. And if you made a mistake, if you integrate in the similar way that you are going to integrate y, then it will be wrong totally. So make sure before integration any questions you need to highlight that on which axis the shaded region cuts. It is on the x-axis or y-axis, because that will guide you in the right direction. All right. Moving on towards the next part, but before starting the next part, I need to discuss few things here. If you have this scenario, that is your shaded region, right? And you have this scenario, that is your shaded region. Let's suppose we have equation y equals to x square, and we have equation y equals to x square. In fact, to make it general, we are going to consider y equals to f of x now. The important thing is you need to highlight first the region, shaded region, right? For the first example, the shaded region lies for the positive y-axis, right? And here we have negative y-axis. So for this scenario, you need to multiply your expression with the negative sign. Why we are multiplying? Because the region lies in the negative y-axis. In the previous example we had discussed, in which the region lies in the negative x-axis, so we have multiplied the equation by negative sign, right? Because it lies in the negative x-axis and the equation in terms of x here. Similarly, in this example, in this scenario, the shaded region lies in the y-axis and y is on the negative sign. That's why we multiplied the whole expression by negative sign. So now, with this concept, it's question number 4, and you can see that the shaded region lies in the negative region. The equation you have, it's y equals to x plus 1 times x minus 2. Alright. Diagram shows part of the curve. Find the area of the shaded region. So you need to find out the area of the shaded region, but the equation in terms of y here, right, and the shaded region lies on the negative side. So what you need to do, you need to multiply your whole equation by negative sign. Alright, and then you need to integrate it and apply the limits you have from -1 to 2, and then verify your answer. So for this part you have a time of 4 minutes. Alright, so give it a try and then I will explain. So start. Alright, so first thing what I will do, we cannot start integration. First we need to simplify the equation. So I am going to multiply the bracket, so x into x, x square plus minus minus x into 2, 2x plus x minus 2. Alright, and after that it's x square minus x minus 2. Then I multiply with the negative sign, so I will change the sign of all the terms inside the bracket, so it will be 2 plus x minus x square. Now that is my function y, which is ready to integrate now. So when I integrate the function, the integral of 2, it's 2x. Integral of x, x square divided by 2. Integral of x square, x cube divided by 3. Applying limits, we have from -1 to +2. Alright. Now we need to place the value of limits here. So 2, upper limit is 2, plus x square divided by 2, and the limit we have is 2, minus x cube divided by 3, 2. That is my upper limit, minus lower limit. 2 into -1, it's -1, plus -1 square divided by 2, minus -1 cube divided by 3. 2 2s are 4, plus 2 square, 4 upon 2, it's 2, minus 2 cube is 8 divided by 3, minus 1. -1 square is +1, so it's +1 upon 2, and -1 cube, it's -1, so minus minus plus, it's 1 upon 3. Now it's 4 plus 2, 6, minus 8 upon 3, minus minus plus 1, minus 1 upon 2, and minus 1 upon 3. 6 plus 1, it's 7, minus 8 upon 3, minus 1 upon 2, and minus 1 upon 3. We can solve these two terms because the LCM is same for both of these two. So minus 8 minus 1, it's minus 9 upon 3, minus 1 upon 2. 3 1s are 3, 3 3s are 9, 7 minus 3 is 4, minus 1 upon 2. 4 minus 1 upon 2, it is equals to 8 minus 1, that leads to 7 divided by 2. Alright, so there is one mistake here, and basically it was 2x, right? So when we place the lower limit, it will be minus 2 instead of minus 1. So now it's minus 2, minus 2, minus minus plus 2, 6 plus 2, 8, 8, and now 8 minus 3, that will be equals to 5, and 5 minus 1 upon 2, that will be 10 minus 1, it's 9 upon 2, which is equals to 4.5. Alright, so I hope that it is clear to you. That is your final answer. And now moving on to one more question, and that is basically question number 1 part B, just for your practice. Alright, so I think that I had given you this part of the homework as well. I'm not sure, but I think yes. So you need to find out the area of the shaded region, and I expect that all of you can do it easily. And for this part you have a time of 90 seconds, so start. All right. So that question is quite simple because area lies on the positive x-axis. So and the limits we have in terms of x because the area lies on x-axis, right? So the equation we have is y equals to, when we expand the bracket, it's x square minus 2x plus 1 plus 1. It's x square minus 2x plus 2. The function is ready to integrate. So when we integrate it, x square is x cubed divided by 3. 2x, x is x square upon 2, so it will be x square only, and 2x. The limits we have is from 0 to 3. So 3 cube is 27 divided by 3 minus 3 square is 9 plus 2 3s are 6. 27 upon 3 it's 9. So 9 minus 9 plus 6. So the leftover is 6 only. Alright, so that is your final answer. I hope that all of you had done this question, and now you have clear idea how to find out the area of the regions, right, by using integration. The important things that you need to remember always that firstly, on which axis the shaded region is lying. Right here it's on the x-axis, so in equation the y should be the subject. If the region lies on the y-axis, so in equation x should be the subject. And if it lies on the negative x or the negative y-axis, so you need to multiply your equation by a negative sign. Alright class, so these are the important things that we had discussed in this session, right? Inshallah, next session we are going to continue with the topic integration, and it will be exercise 21.2 inshallah. So I hope that all of you had the clear idea how to solve such type of questions. So, and make sure that you need to complete your homework and submit it on time. Alright, so see you in next class. Take care and Allah Hafiz.